Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
Well, I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathers. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad. Good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking to talk, you me funny lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Tom, Robin, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations on this movie. It is truly my favorite film of the year. So congratulations to the two of you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Well, let's start here, though, because obviously y'all have worked together, and obviously you've worked together with Robert Zemeckis on a film before. Does that familiarity that you have develop some sort of shorthand on set that truly makes the process collaborative?
Yeah, this is your third time, right? Or fourth?
Fourth, I think.
Well, oh.
You did what, sixth?
I have not.
You have lost count.
I've
Not a few.
We just try to get together every 7 years and say, "What do you got?
Yeah.
What do you got?" But it is. I mean, people say when it. I think the first conversation I had with Bob is a shorthand conversation.
Absolutely.
30 years ago, or
Yeah,
what it is.
hasn't changed.
No.
At all.
No.
And it is, even though we haven't hung out with each other personally for these years in between each film, it literally feels like going home for the holidays. We're like, oh, there's that family. It's so easy. Yes, we speak in code. We were making the same movie. Let's just talk about that for a second.
There you go.
That's a huge difference, is when you have 4 different visions and nobody's in sync. We're making the same movie.
We have, here's one of the things that we would say. We'd get together and try to, approach of something like that. And we'd all get so close that one of us could say, red dot. And red dot means we all understand what we're doing, we're doing in this scene. All right, and that goes back to, one of the first, when Bob would, well, we all got to understand we're making the same, we got to know what that red dot is. Every scene has a red dot, and we got to know what that, so now we could just say, hey, Bob, red dot.
Red dot.
Yeah, red dot.
Yep.
We got it.
Copy that.
Red dot. Look, obviously also the way that this movie is shot is so unique, from the singular frame and from kind of the through the window perspective, if you will. What are the challenges, though, and conveniences as an actor that you have knowing what the frame is essentially for the entirety of the movie?
Wow. Well, one is we would go as many takes as possible, 17, 36, 42. But what's fabulous about that is you start at the beginning and you go all the way to the end. And then you weigh how that is, and then you get to just go back and do it again. And once you've got it, that's it. You don't have to go back and revisit.
Do you know coverage? It's not like, we'll come back after lunch and get the mediums and the extreme close-up. You have to nail it in one take. So we would find, was that take too long? Got to pick up the pace. Where do we pick it up? Should we move closer to the lens? Mm-hmm. Bring ourselves into our own close-up to make more impact of this beat where there are no words of dialogue. So it was interesting to work that way. And we were like, we're so spoiled. We don't want to go back to the conventional way of shooting.
It was liberating because in a weird way, we made the movie in real time, if that makes sense, right? We made the movie in 90-second increments or 2-minute increments. We didn't like go back and have to start playing around with how long the scene really is. It lasted as long as we did it. And sometimes, 47 takes is a long time, in order to get to where he went to. But it was a luxury.
I'm sure it was. And again, like you said, the way that it's just outlined in the film and from beginning to end, it's such a beautiful movie. This movie was also very special to me because my grandparents' home was kind of the center of our family for so many decades. So much so that when we had to sell it eventually and the home was torn down, I had to steal the numbers on the house numbers. And I've actually set right here next to me for forever. These numbers have been sitting next to me as a reminder of that. Do you all have any physical keepsakes that you've gotten from a childhood home or a special place that encapsulates the memories in a similar way?
Scars. I have some scars that might cover. No, I moved around, man. If I don't. You had it?
Yeah, I got some scars too.
Oh yeah. That and telephone numbers in my head.
Right.
522-2234. That
no
was,
way. Was that your landline?
Yeah. That was a landline at the house I lived in Oakland. Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Well, hey, but what's the house number? What was the house number that you lived in?
Oh, he's going to show us.
1212.
Oh,
1212.
1212. That's a great number.
It's a good one. 1212 Bonnie Bray. But again, I know I'm out of time. Tom, Robin, thank you so much for taking the time, and congratulations on the best movie of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you. 1212.
Have a good one.
See? There you go.